Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Say Less Basketball Podcast. Zach, Mohammed, Will, we back here. Everyone's back. Will's back after a week off with the sickness. Rocking the Justin Fields jersey. Bears 0-1.
Got me this, bro.
It's been a Mohammed with the clutch, bro. Mohammed, I was still mad that you got it because I was gonna get him it, and then you got it.
It's got different color.
Bro, you could have just got me a J.K. Dobbins jersey. I would have been cool with that.
Oh damn!
And he might not have torn his ACL.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But this is the episode 33, I believe. Yeah,
Big
33. But Will's back. He recovered from sickness. Strive for greatness. Believe in yourself.
I was at the gym working hard.
Pursue for greatness. Yeah, but
never quit, never lost.
That's true. Oh my god. But we got a little bit interesting topics this week. Some new rumors, we got some cool stuff here. We got Kyrie rumors about trades, retirements, and then John Wall, another trade thing. He mutually agreed to part ways with the Rockets, so there's been a lot of trade rumors with that. We'll talk about what our best fits we think for John Wall would be. And then create your big four. We'll show the graphic for that when the topic comes up. But that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be a really interesting debate. And another interesting topic is top 10 players. Our list for the top 10 players heading into this current season. But we're gonna hit it off with Kyrie real quick. This Kyrie thing is crazy though. Kyrie Irving's agents said that Kyrie would retire if the Nets traded him. Man, I mean, there's been a lot of rumors about the Ben Simmons trade and trading for Kyrie. I don't know if that's going to happen. But Will said before we started recording right now. That's asinine, man. I mean, I don't know, man. Kyrie always prides himself on, being, I want to win the championship. But I don't know.
Well, he did. Didn't he kind of like hint to this wasn't from him necessarily, right? Because it was Nick Wright.
Agents, though. Yeah, Nick
Wright.
Wright.
It was his camp or his representatives even.
Kyrie.
It was beef with Nick Wright.
It says agents. I don't know.
Usually, if Nick Wright's reporting something, I just ignore it. But
yeah, that's true. Nick Wright's agent said. Nick Wright said that Kyrie's agents have made it known that Kyrie would simply retire from the NBA if Brooklyn were to trade him.
Yeah, he later corrected that on the next day's episode. He said he meant, or he should have said, representatives.
I mean, Kyrie replied with a puppet gif. Damn. Kyrie, if you're saying that you didn't say you'd retire if you were traded, then your beef is with your representation, not with me, because you and I both know that that's what they told people. Damn.
I believe it. I actually believe Nick Wright here, and this is mostly because Kyrie is just this dude. Like I don't know if one day it came out that Kyrie was like retiring to go live in a jungle and be like Tarzan or something. I might actually believe it because this man he says some crazy things. And he does some crazy things, and that's who he is. But this is crazy, man. I mean, it's good to be back. This show is gonna be so much better. But
oh my god, are you incapable of letting go of your ego for one goddamn second?
I mean, if this is true, let's assume it's true. This is crazy, man.
Yeah.
This is really crazy. And I don't like it. I mean, because this is ultimately it's a business and it's about winning. And if a team doesn't feel Kyrie's giving them the best chance, then that's that. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, I don't think this has any chance of coming to fruition just because I don't think Durant would allow this. And if they're trying to keep Durant happy, which I would imagine is their number one priority, there is no way Kyrie's getting traded from this team unless it's for Katie's brother, which obviously is not going to happen. So
Yeah.
maybe it will happen.
Muhammad, you got any thoughts on this? I mean,
well, we'll just basically spoke what I was gonna say, but the first time I heard about it was I was watching First Things First, and Nick Wright just brought up the idea like, oh, if I was the Brooklyn Nets and I was looking at the Ben Simmons situation, I'd do a Kyrie Ben Simmons swap because it would help both teams. And I mean, he had a point, but I just didn't really like. I mean, I thought it was a good idea because I think Ben Simmons fits the Brooklyn Nets good, and Kyrie fits the Sixers good too. Um, I just don't think it would happen because, like Will said, KD basically came to Brooklyn because of Kyrie, and I just don't think it would swing by KD to actually do it.
If the trade happened, I think it would benefit both teams, like you said, because
Jack's doing the podcast. Wow.
Wow. You got anything to say about the Kyrie stuff, bro?
Anything that Jack?
Any content? Jack?
No.
Hi. Hey, you got any thoughts on this Kyrie stuff? How he's gonna retire if he gets traded?
Yo, we're actually recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Yeah, you're on right now.
Yeah, you're on right now.
You want to say hi to the fans?
You're on live, Jack.
We live, baby. Yeah.
I'm at work. I gotta go by. Next week I'll be on full time.
Hey, you heard it here first. That's gonna be our post this
Jack's
week.
word. Jack's word.
Is Jack saying that he's gonna be on next week? And then if next week our post is not our post for the episode is not involving him, then everybody will know he's a fraud.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, the trade works to me because, like, and it mostly is because Kyrie's just he's not reliable. He just isn't, and that's the only reason I would consider this if I'm the Nets. I understand Durant and him are like really good friends, but if you're trying to win, I think Ben Simmons would give the Nets a better chance because he's going to address some serious issues that they have, and that's defense, like some serious issues.
Yeah.
Like Ohio State. So, but
yeah.
And
yeah.
Well, what's going on with the Buckeyes, man?
The way
dude, did you see? They showed their.
We'll just gradually trailed off like the defense.
They showed their defensive stats today for the FBS, and they're like the third worst defense in college football. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh man,
that's a bad fall off.
Yeah, well, I mean, they have like 6 starters injured, but that doesn't matter because you look at like Bama and LSU and Clemson. They have all these injuries all the time, and they're still railing teams. Tulsa, 28 points to Tulsa.
Yeah.
Jack was mentioning the last time Ohio State put a team from Tulsa. Oral Roberts.
Yikes. Yikes.
So I mean, they were living rent free.
I'm surprised you were able to speak that name.
Bro, I rooted for Oral Roberts after that, just off their name. It's just, it's a bold name because I mean, Oral, or like you can't. That's a weird thing to chant, but
yeah.
I digress.
Yeah, that's true though. But Kyrie, the debate between Kyrie, if that you either love him or you hate him, I think. We'll see what happens with Kyrie. I think he'll just play for the Nets. He looks happy there. But
yeah,
can get away with stuff.
Yeah, true. But John Wall, interesting John Wall thing. So him and the Rockets mutually agreed to part ways. And there's been a lot of trade rumors, a lot of people's opinions on where they think that he should go. A lot of debates on where they think he should go. Nothing like clear yet. But the Sixers are one of the teams that are interested in that, and that might be a good fit. And we were talking before the podcast. The Clippers might be a good fit as well. Somebody said the Pelicans as well. There's been a lot of debates, a lot of interesting things. Do you guys have? I know that the contract is tough on Wall because it's like the second highest in the NBA right now. behind like Steph or something like that. Yeah, that's
crazy.
That's crazy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's up there for sure. It's like 45, 44 this year.
Bro, that might be more than Chris Paul makes, even with his insane contract.
He's due $91.7 million this season and next. So he will be the league's second highest paid player behind Steph. Damn.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah. But like me and Muhammad were talking about beforehand, CP3 and Russ had high contracts too, and they still got traded anyway. So I think as long as somebody believes in Wall, there's a team that really believes in him, they'll go out and get him. I don't really know who that is though. I mean, I don't know if it's tough. It's really tough. I think if Wall can get to like at least some like the old player he was and be decent and not washed, then I mean he's looked good in recent games. I think he's looked good for decent other teams besides like the Rockets season last season, but he just hasn't stayed healthy. So I don't know.
He didn't look bad last year.
Right, he didn't look bad, right?
Still the best point guard in the West, so
that's true. What? Hold on, what?
He just said that's true.
Why would you disagree with that?
He just said that's true.
Bro, I fell into the trap.
Dude,
I fell into the trap,
you just mooched his little thing of saying yup.
I moved.
Glad you agree, Zach.
Hell no, I don't agree with that. Steph Curry is the greatest point guard in the NBA, and
it's literally on tape.
It's on tape. It's on tape. So
it's gonna be taken out of context now. It's gonna be taken out of context now. It's gonna be taken out of context.
Yeah, well, so whoever runs our Instagram might have to,
We just exit stage right. Exit stage right. But I think the Clippers could be a nice fit, especially after they lost some key players this year, and they need people to step up with Kawhi out. So that could be nice. I think Wall's a good point guard when he's healthy. I think he could do solid. I feel like he fits with like the Lakers, like I don't know, like their friend.
I mean, like, the Clippers.
The Clippers, yeah, the Clippers like culture.
The Lakers.
The Clippers culture. That ain't no way the Lakers are gonna be able to trade for him. They don't have. If the Lakers pull off a trade for John Wall, man. LeBron's got to be cheating. LeBron's got to be cheating, man.
Your backup point guard is John Wall. Okay.
Oh my God. But
he might start actually in West.
I feel like he fits with the culture of hard work with the Clippers. So I don't know. I think that's cool. I see him with the Clippers.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Rockets are willing to give up that much for Simmons, because the Sixers are asking a lot for Simmons. I see what you're doing there. If anyone else wants to go ahead and talk, go ahead.
No, we're just agreeing with you, bro.
Yeah, that was.
Bro, why do I do that? I do that every episode, man. That backfired on me now. I'm taking this as a lesson.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yup. Okay. I'm just looking at like some potential trade options that somehow the Thunder are on here. That doesn't really make much sense. Sixers, yeah. So my thought with the Sixers is John Wall is not the greatest outside shooter. So, and he's not, I wouldn't even call him really elite. I would say he's like a little bit better in Westbrook. And so I don't know if the Sixers makes too much sense. I mean, it's better, than nothing, obviously, because I think the Sixers might have given up on the Dame thing. So, like, John Wall is definitely an upgrade, but I feel like they'd want more perimeter scoring, but maybe they don't need that. The Clippers was interesting to me because I agree with you, Zach. I think he'd be a good fit with the Clippers somehow, some way. I just feel like that would work itself out. I don't think he can be what he once was. Like, I would be shocked. Maybe he can be, but if he comes out and he could be that explosive and, that elite point guard, I would be pretty surprised. I don't think those days are anymore for him, unfortunately. But where would I like to see him end up? The Bulls. He could be a nice leader for the new players.
Yeah.
And go alongside Lonzo, starting in that backcourt. Help Patrick Williams out and AO.
Would that work though?
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't work at all.
I couldn't tell if you were serious or not.
I'm seeing Mavericks, Heat, Clippers, Sixers, Pistons. Oh God, I hope it doesn't go to the Pistons. Cavs, Pelicans, Thunder.
He doesn't make sense.
Oh,
nor does the Pistons, because he's gonna go to the Pistons.
Mavs.
Might as well retire, bro.
Mavs doesn't make sense either.
No.
He could. The Pelicans kind of make sense.
Pelicans,
That would be interesting seeing him and Zion.
What about Boston?
Boston is not on this list. I just clicked on one link.
I'm saying, like, you guys think Boston's a good location? Because they lost Kemba. Who they replace Kemba with again?
No one.
Nobody.
Was it? It was just Dennis, right?
Oh yeah, right, Dennis.
So you can have John Wall.
Yeah,
you can have John Wall starting.
They got
Dennis.
Did they get Horford too? I don't know.
Yeah, they got Horford back.
Do they need Wall? I mean, Wall is kind of.
I mean, they could.
Yeah.
Here's the thing,
he has two dynamic scorers on the wings with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and then he can be the floor general that he is.
They need they need somebody to throw assists because Kemba was not that guy.
Yeah.
You're not that guy, bro.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me, you're not that guy. But they need somebody to throw some dimes to, Tatum and Brown. It can be cool.
Well, yeah. A lot of John Wall's like next step in his career is going to be dependent on will he accept a new role, because like for instance the Celtics, Kemba didn't work there because he wants to be the guy. He didn't want to be, the third wheel or the third option. Well, that's what's going to happen if you go to the Celtics. That's Jason Tatum and that's Jaylen Brown's team, and I think that would be a good spot because I don't think John Wall should be in a place where the pressure's on him, where he has to be that first guy. I just don't think he can be that anymore.
Yeah.
It pains me to say that because that man, I mean, he was something else. I mean, right next to Derrick Rose and speed and just like elusiveness running down the court. That man was, you guys remember his like driving down behind the back left-handed dunk?
Yeah. That's one of my favorite plays I've ever seen.
It's ridiculous. And he's so fast. So I hope he gets back to that. I think the Pelicans though would be interesting. I think that would be an interesting fit.
Yeah, Pelicans.
I think it would work.
I think Clippers, Pelicans, Boston, the top three teams that should go after them.
Yeah, I love that play too with the 360 layup.
Oh yeah, that's nuts.
That was nice too.
That's probably my favorite John Wall play, or the game winner over Boston with the Wizards. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
He should improve his shooting. That should be his focus right now, to me, because I don't know if the knees can hold up anymore for that kind of play style. And at this point in his career, I feel like it would benefit him a lot to be able to shoot. That would be helpful. Thank you, Steph.
True.
Second best point guard in the West.
Cap.
I don't know. I just heard facts. So.
Oh my God. I'm not gonna live that one down. R.I.P.
Your mouth, bro.
R.I.P. That's cool though. We'll see what happens with that. Kyrie, John Wall. Those feel like a long debate. I don't feel like anything is gonna happen recently or in the future, like immediately with those two. Because Kyrie is pretty set in the Nets. I don't know. We haven't really seen like a front runner for Wall yet, so we'll see. It's a little bit. We're getting closer to the season, so that could be cool. John Wall move would be nice, but we're heading into these cool debates right here. So create your big four. So the graphic should be up now. but we got Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, LeBron James and D Wade, Kobe and Shaq, Stockton and Malone, Kareem and Magic, Larry Bird and McHale, and then Duncan and Robinson and MJ and Scotty. So I guess you pick two of these guys and then pair them with another two.
I'm surprised you knew all their names.
Wow.
Oh, they're written there. Never mind.
Yeah, they're written
You're
there.
lucky.
I know their names. What? I would know their names regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Sure.
I would know McHale. What the hell? He's a
Zach. Who did Kevin McHale used to coach with? Coach for before.
Who did he used to coach for?
He used to coach for this team before Mike D'Antoni took over.
The Rockets?
Good job.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say.
Yeah, you said Mike D'Antoni. I was like, that's a dead giveaway.
Yeah, you kind of give it away there.
That's all right. Justin Fields.
He's been on a few shows. I kind of recognize him, but this is tough. I want to go. Well, I want to pick. Well, you got to pick MJ and Scotty, right? I think you have to pick them regardless. Anyone else, they're like a front runner. I really want to go with. You have someone else you're gonna pick besides Scotty?
I was just saying you don't have to.
Yeah, Wade and James was nice. Steph and Durant are nice. Kobe and Shaq are nice. Oh, why not? They're all great duos.
You're just insulting the other greats.
You're just picking two. You have to pick two, though.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You're not going to pick Scotty and MJ?
Maybe not. Maybe I don't know. I haven't decided. Why are you assuming? Why are you assuming me? Assuming my my choices.
I'm not assuming your choices. I'm just asking you if you're picking them.
By you asking that question,
why are you gonna make it about me? I'm trying to make it about you, huh?
Yep.
Why are you trying to make it about me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm picking Steph and KD at least one.
Yep.
I really want to pick Kobe and Shaq because they're dynamic, but
yeah.
Wait, so who's your big four?
I think I'm picking Steph and KD, and I'm picking MJ and Scotty.
Yeah.
All right, that's fascinating.
We're gonna eat on that team.
And then you start Steph at the 1, MJ at 2, Scotty at 3, and KD at the 4.
We're eating.
All right. Well, my big four is MJ, Scotty, and I put the San Antonio Twin Towers. That's my other two because I think that's the best combination of offense and defense. Because all four of those guys are two-way players. They're all scoring machines, well, except for Scotty, but he's more facilitator. But I just think in terms of like all-around play and just the best lineup, I think those four are the best.
That might be the best defensive team ever.
Yeah,
right there. That's you might never score on that team. Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna just play devil's advocate here, and I'm gonna take.
Who's your original?
Well, I was gonna take Scotty and MJ, and then probably go Magic and Kareem.
Okay, that was my second one.
But I think just to make this a little different kind of mindset, I'm gonna take Shaq and Kobe because the Twin Towers couldn't even deal with Shaq when
David Robinson was old by then.
I don't care. Okay, Shaq. Those 3 years for Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Arguably the greatest, probably the most dominant player ever. You can make that argument with Wilt. So I'll take those two, and then since I have those two, oh god, it kind of messes the other part up. I guess I go. I might go LeBron and Wade with them because Wade and Shaq and LeBron, they all played together. They all kind of played together. I think that would be interesting. I wanted to go Larry and McHale, but can McHale play?
You put Kobe, Shaq, and then Wade, LeBron?
Oh, shoot. I can't do that because Kobe and Shaq.
You can't put Kobe and LeBron on the same team, bro.
Yeah, I can.
I don't think Kobe works with LeBron. Those guys.
No.
I can't do that because Wade and Kobe play the same position. Shoot. Can Mikhail play? Does anybody know if Mikhail can play power forward?
He played the 4.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm taking Mikhail and Larry Legend. That's gonna be nuts.
That's dope.
Larry Legend will literally tell everybody what move. Mikhail, Larry Legend, Shaq, and Kobe.
Okay,
that's pretty good.
That's a good team.
I mean, Larry and Kobe are gonna eat you alive on offense. Absolutely. I mean, Shaq will too. So will Mikhail. It's not a great defensive team. I mean, it's a pretty good defensive team. It ain't the Twin Towers and MJ and Pippen.
Decent.
MJ and Pippen, I mean, they might have you crying. Those 4 might literally have you crying and think you're thinking lower of yourself.
That'd be a crazy team.
Larry, oh man. If you put Larry, I like Larry and MJ too on the same team. I mean, those are 2 all-time trash talkers.
Yeah.
Those 2
I mean, you could do Larry, Mikhail, MJ, and Pippen right there. You could have Pippen run point or MJ run point or Larry. I mean, honestly, all of them could run point.
I don't think Malone and Stockton are getting love because they didn't win a championship. But I don't know.
Yeah, but they still had the best.
I mean, based on expansion.
They're good, but I don't know. I don't know if they
still best 1-2 punch ever, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, they flow really well together. I don't know who they would flow.
They're top 3. Top 3, 1-2 punch, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who else they would flow well together on this
Stockton,
list.
Malone.
You can put them with LeBron and Wade. Or Scotty and MJ.
That could be cool.
Or LeBron and Wade, yeah.
That could be cool. Damn.
Even Larry and
I think the best floor spacing team.
Go on, sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
The best floor, yeah.
Best floor spacing team. What were you saying?
A little bit behind him, but
I mean, what do you guys think is best floor spacing? 2021.
I think Muhammad's lagging a little bit here, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But I think I like my pick of MJ and Scotty and Steph and KD because I think Steph and KD can space the floor really well, and then MJ and Scotty can lock people down on defense. I mean, MJ is also going to be an massive offensive threat too. And I think Steph can get him open and MJ can, set valuable picks and stuff. I think MJ just wants to win. He just wants to win the most out of everyone here. And I think he can, I don't know if he doesn't have to sacrifice either. He can be the leader for this team. But I think Steph and MJ, just as a 1-2 combo, this is the 2 guards. It's just, I think that'd be unstoppable. But
I think Steph, Wade, LeBron, and KD are the best 2021 type team.
Yeah.
In here.
Okay, I'm gonna propose
that floor spacing is elite.
That's true. Just putting LeBron and Steph on the same team, that floor spacing is gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I want to propose this. So if I'm talking just floor spacing, like shooting kind of stuff,
yeah,
I think Steph, Durant, Larry Bird, and Mikhail is pretty good. Obviously, Mikhail's not the shooter, but Larry Bird was an unbelievable shooter. Like people,
sniper.
Yeah. But what if I did Steph, KD, Kobe, and Shaq? Now, I know, first of all, you're probably like, oh, Shaq can shoot. Well, here's my thought, all right? Steph and KD, obviously snipers, right? Kobe's pretty good shooter. Everybody loves to talk how he's missed the most shots. Whatever. Dude hits shots when it matters, and he'll take them. But the reason I say Shaq is because Shaq was too dominant, bro. So everybody wants to triple team him, double team him, whatever. Well, guess what? You leave it Steph, KD, and Kobe Bryant wide open. Yep. So you pick your poison. You want a one-on-one with Shaq? I mean, that's a good spacing team to me too. That would be.
And then even if they miss, you got Shaq rebounding.
Yeah.
And all the defenders are, trying to close out onto shooters, so Shaq has so much room to rebound the ball.
Exactly. So I think that'd be a pretty good one. I feel like you almost have to have Steph and KD though. If you're doing spacing, that's kind of like a
The pick and rolls would be unreal with Steph and KD and Duncan and Robinson. Oh my god.
That'd be insane.
Oh my god.
That's a low-key underrated duo. Steph KD and then with Duncan and Robinson.
Oh my God, bro.
That's a decent team.
Nobody would get. They would get all the rebounds, bro.
You got rebounds, you got shooting, you got defending, you got playmaking, you got everything, bro.
That's true. I like that duo a lot.
That's a good duo. I mean, good quadruple.
A big four.
Yeah.
What about if you did John Stockton, Malone, LeBron, and Wade, and you have basically the kings of the pick and roll, and then you just add a facilitator and like a dog in Wade? I feel like that'd be low-key decent. I'm just trying to think outside of the main people because I know John Stockton and Karl Malone. I mean, nobody ran a pick and roll like them. No one.
Facts.
That was just automatic money. I mean, isn't there some crazy stat about how many of Karl Malone's points came from a pick and roll? It's like
I've seen that before. It's a lot.
It's absurd how high it is.
Yeah.
And he's second in scoring. So like the fact that he got there and I don't know however many whatever of his points are from a pick and roll, that's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And LeBron's just a great facilitator. I mean, he just is. And Wade's just a dog, man. I don't even know how to say Wade fits in. Like, I don't know how to say what his one thing that he does super well is.
Wade, people don't know, Wade was like an all-around good player. Like,
yeah, that's the thing.
The Flash, like when he was nicknamed the Flash, dude, that man was facilitator, a scorer, good defender, just everything.
Yeah, so I don't know what to say. I think he just fits no matter what. Like if he needs to be the defender, he's gonna be the defender.
Yep.
People forget that, bro. He wasn't like he wasn't MJ defense, but like if he wanted to be,
he was
like
a good defender.
Yeah, like Kobe when Kobe locked up LeBron in the All-Star game that one year. I mean, he could be that kind of guy.
Yeah.
He also wanted that shot. Or no, he didn't want that shot. He wanted LeBron to take that shot.
Yep.
But, he couldn't. He got blocked. He got spanked.
Oh, it's crazy.
Smack.
Damn. That's facts. There's a lot of interesting duos, combos. I guess 4. I don't know what quadruples. Let us know in the comments what you think.
Beat our duos.
Beat our
quadruples.
We just had every duo, but
we just You
got to pick MJ.
Beat our
main
ones.
You got to pick MJ.
Yeah, our main ones. Main ones are the best.
Main ones.
Always being my big 4. That's the best big 4 of all time.
What's your big 4?
MJ, Scotty.
Oh yeah, right.
Spurs.
Yeah, then Will said MJ, but we'll see everything. But I don't know. I think mine's pretty nice, but you can argue whatever. But we went through everything there. We'll show the graphic again right here. Let us know in the comments below what you think. But appreciate the graphic. But top 10 players though. So recently, a lot of talk in the Instagram chat between us 3 and Jack was revolving around the top 10 players going into the 2021 and 2022 season.
Oh yeah.
So this is interesting because they listed Durant at 1, Giannis at 2. This is Hoops Nation, one of the big chains on Instagram. Not as nearly as credible as us, but they had Durant at 1, Giannis at 2, Steph Curry at 3, Luka at 4, LeBron at 5.
Yep.
Embiid at 6, Jokic at 7.
Yep.
Lillard at 8.
Yep.
Harden at 9, and then AD at 10. We already had a little thoughts on here, but I like this. I don't know if LeBron should be that low, but I don't know.
What do you mean by low?
Well, it's weird to have LeBron below Luka. I know Luka's really good. I know Luka's really primed to have an MVP season, but LeBron is LeBron. I don't know if he's lower because they added Russ, so his numbers might be a little bit lower, but I still think he's definitely top 5, I think. But seeing Jokic is at 7 too, even though he just had the MVP season, is a little bit hard. I don't know if I think Embiid. I think he should be ahead of Embiid, just because he had that MVP. He came off that MVP season. He was really dominant. But he's right. I think Jokic and Embiid are right there, though. I think Jokic, they're right there. I think they should be right there interchangeably, but I think Jokic is better than Embiid just because of um, health, and I think he offers more, is more valuable, he's more versatile. I don't think there's really like an error in his game. You like used to say like Jokic is like a bad defender, but I don't think he's a bad defender anymore. I think he can hold his weight on the defensive end, and then he doesn't have any weaknesses. He can pass, he can shoot, he has good fundamentals, playmaking, he can shoot. So I think he really doesn't have any weaknesses. So I think that should put him higher.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm really happy that Steph is at 3, man, because I mean he just had the MVP season. Give my boy some respect. He's certainly top 5.
He won MVP?
He did. Yeah, in my opinion, he did.
Oh, okay. In that case, then that's won the
in my
championship.
opinion, and LeBron's opinion, and no. In my opinion,
as my opinion,
LeBron's opinion, and John Morant's opinion, and Shaq's opinion. So
LeBron will literally say any player that he wants on his team won the MVP. Anybody. This man could be talking about God or somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I got a few sources, a few players that say that he should have been MVP. But I think Giannis should be 1 because Giannis just won the championship. He just won the Finals MVP. Give the man the respect. I know KD went crazy in that Nets series, and that Nets Bucks series, but I think you got to give it to Giannis just off the run he's had this last year with the Bucks championship and everything. I think he should be 1. And then Steph is right there at 3, and KD's at 2. I think that fits. And then everything else, I'm really okay with, but that's just my opinion.
Some people weren't okay with this.
Go ahead.
No, I want to know what was your biggest issue, Mohammed? Because when I sent this, you Luka not 2-5, not 2-5. Where's Kawhi? Steph too high, LeBron too high. And I quote. Those were the responses.
Luka,
now, to me,
I can agree with that.
We should just ignore Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, well, I'm just confused because like AD and LeBron were injured and they got out the first round, and people using the injury excuse. Kawhi made it further, but he's not on this list. And then, what's it called? Luka was too high. And then if it's saying you're going to the season top 10 players, I'd say Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and Paul George have a say in this. So does Kyrie. So does. I'm just okay. I made my own top 10 list. I put Giannis 1.
Yeah.
I put KD 2. I put LeBron 3. I put Steph 4. I put Jokic 5. I put Harden 6. I put Dame 7. Embiid 8. Kyrie 9. And Luka 10. That's my top 10.
So who do you leave out that's in the original list?
Who was it? It was AD. It was AD.
Okay.
No, I put Jokic 5.
Oh, okay. You had Harden in there too?
I put Harden.
Okay, so you didn't have too much difference. Here's the reason I didn't see CP3 and Booker, because so I'm trying to be objective, because I understand if you just came off a huge championship season, like, yeah, that matters. It only matters so much to me. Like, you can't, I don't think if you come off a championship year, what? Yeah, okay, that's right. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I get what you're saying, bro.
So, because CP3 to me is just not a top 10 player. Like, he's great, but he's just not he's not better than any of these 10 guys. He just isn't.
Okay.
And I'm going into next year, I just cannot see him getting better.
All right. Well, Paul George had a fantastic postseason. Kawhi's not playing next year, so he's going to be the man on the team. So going to next season, Paul George, I can put it again. I can say he's better than 5 of these players next season.
Which 5? Which 5 of these players do you think he'll actually be better than?
AD, Dame, Harden, Luka, and LeBron.
Wow.
Better seasons, yeah, for sure. And 5 of those,
I gotta write that down. Hold
on. A lot of those guys all in the big 3 right now, right? So their stats are not going to look as good. So
I'm not as concerned about stats as just being a better player.
Better player. So so if that's what we're based on, then this whole list has to be revamped then. Because we're doing about current play or informed. This list is different. If we're talking about those overall, and when we say overall, probably talking about career, right? Or just their name in general.
I'm just talking
going by their status.
I looked at this as what they said. If I'm looking at next year, who are the best players coming into next year? That's how I looked at it. Not career, not what they did last season, not what they're doing, like how old they are. I mean, that plays somewhat of a role. You can't be like 50 years old and you expect you to be great, but
these guys are close to being too old, except for LeBron, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, AD and LeBron going into next season, I don't think they're going to put up top 10 players numbers, especially with Russell Westbrook on the team.
I agree, but I think Anthony Davis and LeBron will be top 10 players. I'd be shocked if they're not. Harden,
you said PG will have better seasons than AD, Bron, and Dame?
AD, Bron, Dame.
We think Dame's going to play? Oh, yeah, he'll play.
And Embiid.
Dang.
I do not see that happening. I want to put that on the record. I disagree.
I'm writing that down.
I'm okay with it. I'm not too mad at this list. Durant, I could have him at 1 or 2. Giannis, I like to put him 1. Because he really, it seems like he figured out how to be effective. It remains to be seen. I hope he does that throughout the season. So I put him 1. I'll put Durant 2. Steph I could have at 3. The weird one to me was Luka. Like I had trouble accepting Luka at 4. That to me seemed absurd because Dame has done way more than him. He's I mean, I get his team wasn't as great last year, but they still have he still, is that guy. He's still really good. I don't know if Luka's better than Dame. I don't know if he's better than LeBron, Jokic, or Embiid. I get it. The centers are going to be hard to judge because not a lot of people like centers nowadays. They don't like the way they play. They don't like big style basketball. I get that. So Luka was a little weird to me. James Harden, Anthony Davis. I don't know. I wonder if we go by this list, if it's gospel. Anthony Davis had the biggest fall off. Because I think a lot of people would have considered him top 5 going into last year.
Yeah, exactly.
And he is now top 10 barely. And you're making the argument. I think PG might have he might be one person that I think PG
3
should have
players
way better.
are going to break into the top 10 list this season. By next year, when the playoffs start, when the playoffs and it don't matter, it's 3 players I guarantee will be top 10 to most people. Okay?
Who?
Paul George, Kyrie Irving, Zach LaVine. Okay, those 3 players. Kyrie's
got that down.
Kyrie's already top 10 to me, but he's going to be top 10 in most people's eyes by next year.
If Durant gets hurt,
he averaged 25, 6, and 6 last year on 50, 40, 90. He's only the 3rd player to do that in history. Just saying. And if you're gonna have LeBron and AD with Russell Westbrook on the team still in the top 10, you're gonna have KD and LeBron, KD and Harden in the top 10 still with Kyrie. They're big 3. You might as well. Why can't Kyrie break into that?
Because you gotta play more than 50 games to be in the top 10.
I'm just saying. If he's not injured this much this year, then
that's a good chance. If he plays more than 50 games,
there's a lot of on this list too.
That's true.
Embiid, Harden, LeBron, obviously KD, Steph. Maybe if he falls on his butt again. Not for 2 months.
You wrong for that. And AD and Davis too.
Yeah, AD. Yeah, there's a lot of injury-prone guys.
I mean, for sure, the ones that are clear are KD, Giannis.
Clear what?
Like for sure are going to be top 10 after we look at the season. It's going to be KD, Giannis,
Steph,
LeBron. Yeah. I'd say I don't see how you not have Dame in there.
I can see Luka being a top 5 player next year.
Top 5?
I can see him making that jump because he's made that jump like consistently.
Look, bro, unless this man gets help, I don't care what numbers he puts up. He's not doing nothing with the Mavs. He's not.
Yeah, but if we're just looking at
He might win
top 5 player. He
legit
might be.
He's a strong candidate for MVP next season.
I think he might average a triple-double this year.
I want to be surprised.
I think he had a good chance.
There's still 5 players I take better than I'll take over them though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't agree with Luka. Luka at 4, that was the only one that.
See, but in that situation, you're talking about talent, or not talent, but just like
potential.
Not potential. No, I'm saying like in terms of the players you take over Luka. So I don't think that's fair. That's why I don't know. These lists be confusing to me.
Yeah, I don't think.
Because Luka put up better numbers, and he probably would get an MVP over, let's say, Dame, Harden, Steph, LeBron.
Harden, anybody on the Lakers, anybody on Nets, they're not winning the MVP.
Okay,
for sure.
Okay, so that's mostly people Luka can be compared to. So then you leave the 2 bigs and then Embiid and Jokic, and then Giannis is the only other. They're all big, so you can't really compare them.
Yeah, well, no. My point is, I'm like agreeing with you because folks are gonna be like, oh, well, Luka won MVP this year. He must be better than all them. Well, unfortunately, LeBron, James Harden, KD.
They're still take them over. They're like established.
They're better than him, but they're on 3-headed monsters, so they don't really have a chance. So that's what I'm saying.
This list is confusing.
Yeah, I think by next season, Luka could be in the top 5, but I don't know if he's established himself as a top 5 player now, right?
I just read Prince's comment on this post. In no way anybody think Lillard better than Harden.
Oh man, that is I don't know. Harden.
See, Dame would have a better year, but then Harden's still the better player. That's the thing I don't understand. And then so what's the list about? Because if they're only talking about better seasons, then Luka for sure can be top 5 next year. But then at the same time, people come out and say, "Oh, but I still take Dame and Harden over him," which is probably true. But who's had the better season? So that's what I'm saying. Are you talking about status? Or are you talking about the name? Or are you talking about actual like season? Because we're gonna talk about seasons. That's why I said Paul George has a good chance to be a top 10 player next year.
Well, and and then the other question.
I see what you mean.
The other question for me would be: am I looking at who's just the best player, or who is going to give me the best chance to win? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I've said this many times.
Best chance to win.
Dame may be better.
Big 3.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to support Prince here. Dame may be better than Harden. I don't know how you twist it, whatever you want to say. But I think Harden gives you a better chance to win. Personally, I just think that, and I think his history has shown that. You put Harden on the Rockets, and it was basically just him. For a little, they had Chris Paul come in, but it was really ran by Harden. Instantly a 1 seed, 2 seed. Dame has had some really good teams, man, and they have not won.
Dame by himself, couple first-round exits, and then he got to the conference finals. Same thing with Harden. He got to a conference finals in 2015. He got beaten 5 games by the Warriors. Next year, he was the 8th or 7th seed. He got knocked down. I'm
not talking about necessarily the playoffs, though. If we're going by playoffs, then they're very. I'm just saying in terms of winning games, period. Because I don't know.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say
Harden
tries more in the regular season to?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I don't really think Harden is that great a postseason player. I don't
consistency, yeah, for sure, because he cares more about the MVP. It seems like most seasons, and I would say Dame is the opposite. So that's why I think comparing them regular season is different, but then the postseason they're kind of the same situations.
Yeah, Anthony Davis has the most potential for fall off to me.
I agree. Agreed. Yeah,
he's already fallen off though.
I know according to this list, but I think he can fall off even more, dude. This man could overnight blink his eyes and become the third wheel somehow. It could happen.
I think it, for sure. I think it's gonna be Russ and LeBron leading the team, and I feel like AD's gonna. Because remember, yeah, not AD, I don't know. In terms of them like chemistry wise, I don't know how that's gonna go. I think it's gonna go good, but at the same time, I think they're gonna look at the best way. They're gonna think, oh, Russ and LeBron as a duo is gonna be the best option for us, which I don't agree with.
Honestly, it might just be Russ ended up leading the team. And LeBron and AD might just They might. Nah.
LeBron and AD have to be the go-to scorers if you're gonna do it that way.
That's
but
true.
I don't think they're gonna do it that way. I think they're gonna do Russ and LeBron as the co
I'm saying
full generals, which I don't agree with.
I'm saying Bron and AD both might get injured, and then it would just be
Russ. I mean, Russ is injury prone too.
Yeah, the day that LeBron gives up the leadership of a team, I will.
If he's injured, though, yeah.
Run around.
Well, obviously, if he's injured, he can't do nothing.
Yeah.
You're gonna run your block.
Yeah, that's really bad. It's a bad thing. That was pathetic. I'll come up with something better by the end of the episode.
Jumping.
We're running the time here, though.
Dump a bucket of ketchup over yourself.
No, what is one of the things Jack says he'd do, but he never does. Never comes.
Jump in the lake or the
pond? Jump in the lake, the pond at Northside.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Zach can't hit a home run. I guarantee it.
I could see Spider cracking this list too. I could see Donovan Mitchell making a run for this list too.
See, that's a good. Oh yeah, and then Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy Butler had a good case last year.
That's true.
Jaylen Brown even
over AD. I could see all those guys beating AD for this 10th slot.
For that 10th spot,
right?
And then I'm just saying, see, this why this list is just. I think most of these lists go by just their name
brand.
It's just going into the season. It will change immediately.
Well, I disagree with it going to the season or just top 10 in general. I don't care what the occasion is. I still disagree with it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I didn't have too many issues, but that Luka one tilted my head a little.
Yeah, the Luka was based off him going off because he has no help, so he has to put up those numbers. And then AD and LeBron, even though they were injured most of the season, same thing was KD and Harden. But then they said, "Oh, but the postseason they did good." Okay, so if you're doing postseason too, then how come? What's his name? Paul George is not there, or Chris Paul, or Devin Booker. So maybe it's just all those three things into one. Then I probably understand it, but then I don't know.
It's a good debate. That's one to keep in mind. I think we're gonna revisit that later in the season for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely.
For sure. You better make a graphic for that later in the season. That'll be dope.
Hey, do you think this list was made by Frank?
Most definitely.
Who's that?
Most definitely. Frank? USA Today.
Oh,
our expert.
Frank.
Our expert.
Oh yeah, his goof ass. Frank, you watching this? I found out you made that list, bro. All right, you got some trouble coming your way.
Oh my god.
Frank. Oh god.
Make sure you lose your job. I'm gonna make sure you lose your job at Yahoo or CBS Sports, wherever you work at. Bro.
Yeah.
The USA Today. That's even worse. Oh yeah, for sure. They find out you're working for Hoops Nation, bro.
Let me find out you work for Hoops Nation. We'll see what happens. Come around this way, you will get clocked. No. We'll monitor the Frank list. We'll monitor this list into the season. We'll keep you posted on all the NBA stuff with the recent trade, rumors and stuff like that with Kyrie and John Wall. Any new lists that come up too, we'll keep you updated with that. We're trying to design some more graphics, so keep an eye out for that too. But we're getting closer. We're in the off season here, but we're getting closer to the season. So appreciate everybody.
Frank lists are the UMass football team of lists.
For real though. For real.
They'd be tweeting. He probably tweets out his list after he posts it. He's like, "Hey guys, just wanted to let you know we're doing this big thing, and blah blah blah." And then people are like, "Oh, okay."
Hashtag flagship.
Do your editors, do they make lists too? Because if so, maybe you should put them in.
Ooh man, Can they play defense? Oh,
Can they play? Dude, I heard that to Eve, and she was so mad I feel like she was low key mad at first because I read her what UMass tweeted, and she's like, "Oh, you're not for that?" Blah blah blah. I was like, I'm fine with that. The funny
thing is the defense.
The funny part is that everybody comments and is like, "Hey, maybe if we won a game, once a year or so, we."
That's too funny, man.
Hey, yeah, folks out there, if you don't know about it, go look up UMass football. It's a good time.
It's a good it's a good trip down the old L train, I guess. But
L train.
But yeah,
we even know about L train.
We appreciate everybody though. Another episode on the books though, YouTube, Instagram, Linktree, hit everything up.
Yep.
You know what it is. You'll see in the graphics and everything. Yeah, but
Justin Fields is the best.
Yep.
Peace. Peace.